How's it going, everybody? It is Yveltal. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and welcome back to another Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle versus Jason over here in the UBERS tier. So I'm just going to lead off with my modest choice specs Dialga as he leads off with the Smeargle. Expecting him to probably want to lead off with Smeargle as it usually just wants to spore something, maybe get some Stealth Rocks and Sticky Webs up. And my defogger is going to be Yveltal, so it's a max defense Yveltal, and it looks pretty reliable as a defogger versus his team. So I'm just going for the power gem as I lock myself into that. He puts me to sleep, he gets his sticky webs up, and I'm just going to stay in and try and wake up against this Smeargle. That's probably going to be my best play. I don't really want to switch out, especially since Dialga kind of just like claims lives once it wakes up with choice specs. I don't know if he can one-shot me with anything. Since most of his team, unless it's going to be Fighting Z Kartana, most of his team is not going to be dishing out massive damage that's super effective to Dialga. So I finally wake up right there. I guess he taunted me, expecting me to maybe want to get rocks up, but I'd rather defog first, then get rocks up. And my rocker anyway is Primal Groudon on this team. So he goes into Mimikyu, which is interesting. Obviously he does have Disguise, so I mean he has a safe SD, but I was like, is this going to be a Z move? Can you even one-shot me with a +2 Mimikyu? But turns out to be Red Card, so okay, I get that play, I guess. You just want to get out Dialga. In comes my Necrozma. That kind of sucks, but I'm pretty sure Necrozma can live a +2 Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu, so that's why I stayed in since I do have Prism Armor, but no, we get critical hit it, and I mean, that's to be expected. Shadow Claw does have a higher critical hit ratio, but still, dang, goodbye my Solgaleo, or I guess Necrozma. That was Ultra Necrozma with Swords Dance, and just like standard Photon Geyser, Stone Edge Earthquake, which would have been nice if I get a defog off. So I'm bringing Dialga. I know I can live a hit. I just go for Flash Cannon. He does some nice damage, but I get to knock him out. In comes Kartana. I don't really have a good switch into Kartana because if it SD's up, it's just going to be bad. So I'd rather just stay in and sack Dialga. I could bring in Yveltal, but I was like, you know, what if he just like SD's up? What if he's Banded Sacred Sword? That could be a little bit annoying. Maybe Yveltal could take too. I don't know. Especially after Stealth Rocks, it's kind of iffy. So I bring in Yveltal on the +1 Kartana. He actually goes for a Smart Strike, which is nice, and no Z-move pops out. I was really scared of Z-move just like stealing him, just like popping me right there. But luckily that didn't happen, and I go for the Defog, and no more Stealth Rocks or Sticky Webs on my side of the field. As he decides to go for the Swords Dance right there. Very nice play because I go for the Roost right here. So I was like, dang, I could have foul played you right there. But maybe he was expecting me to Roost. Especially because Yveltal can kind of just always one-shot Kartana with its pitiful special defense stat. But alright, so +3 Kartana goes for the Smart Strike right there. I go for the foul play, but Kartana lives because he has Focus Sash. So, okay, that makes sense now. You just wanted to Swords Dance up because you know you could always live. But what if I had Sucker Punch? But usually, if you're running a max defense Yveltal, you might not run Sucker Punch. So down goes my Yveltal. Now it's Kartana's +4 attack. But I do have a faster Pokemon, which is Arceus-Fairy, and I can just one-shot this Kartana. Luckily, Kartana isn't that fast in the UBERS tier. It's pretty fast in the OU tier, but it's not that fast in the UBERS tier. There's a lot of faster Pokemon that you can have. Yeah, Arceus, Marshadow, Necrozmas, all that. So in comes Xerneas, and I'm just going to fire off a Toxic on this because putting that thing on a timer means that hopefully it's not going to be rest and just like sweep my entire team. And plus, I don't really have a too good switch into Xerneas. I do have Ho-Oh defensive and Primal Groudon, which is offensive. But Primal Groudon, I want to keep that healthy for the Kyogre in the back. Maybe outspeed it. If it's going to be a speed type, that could be a little bit annoying. But maybe I can get rid of the rain and have my Desolate land up or something like that. And plus, maybe I could switch around to this Xerneas and just let it get Toxic stalled. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my Ho-Oh. I expect the Moonblast to pop out right there. If he does have Thunder, that could be a problem. It can probably one-shot me from this range. I think Ho has a chance to live from full though. So I'm going to switch on to Groudon, expecting that Thunder. Hopefully he doesn't go for like a Moonblast or a Focus Blast right there or anything else. I mean, usually you'd want to go for a Thunder and just like one-shot Ho, so that's what I'm expecting, at least. So that's why I brought in Primal Groudon and just try and play around the Xerneas. So he does go for the Thunder right there. So now I expect maybe a Focus Blast or a Moonblast. So that's why I'm going to go right back into Ho-Oh. And hopefully he doesn't predict that, as Ho-Oh can take either or of those. And honestly, I'd rather probably want to sack Ho-Oh out of the Pokemon that I have, because Primal Groudon looks to be a lot better versus a Kyogre than Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is nice though for the Yveltal he has in the back though. But Arceus-Fairy is for sure the best I have on my team. Even though I don't call mine, I can't really like 1v1 a Kyogre, but I can definitely beat a Yveltal. So I go on a Primal Groudon on the Xerneas, just expecting another Thunder, but he actually goes for Focus Blast right there, but misses. That's pretty unfortunate. But hey, that's payback for creating my Necrozma, because I needed that Necrozma. So now I go into Hoa expecting a Focus Blast, but he actually drops a Thunder, but misses again, so that kind of sucks right there. 70% accuracy is a dang lie. Yeah, I mean, I guess. That means always missing, to be honest. We already know 70% actually always misses. So that kind of is unfortunate. But hey, you did critical hit my Necrozma, so let's not forget about that. So anyways, in comes Yveltal. It's just going to flinch me down, which is, I guess, to be expected. Hey, it's whatever. And then I miss Toxic right there. There's a lot of hacks in this game. I get flinch right there, and I miss Toxic on Yveltal. I mean, it's not the biggest of a deal, since, like I said, Hoa wasn't really needed to win the game. I just need Arceus-Fairy and a Primal Groudon, hopefully, if the Kyogre is going to be slower than me. So, going to Arceus-Fairy, just go for the Judgment. He could have maybe switched down to the Kyogre, but since Kyogre it does have a great special defense, but maybe he just wants to sack Yveltal and bring in Kyogre. Maybe he's just an offensive Kyogre, he doesn't want to take damage, I would guess. So, now his last mon is going to be Primal Kyogre, and I'm just going to sack my Arceus-Fairy. I don't want to switch into my Groudon, really, because what if he goes for a random Haste Beam or Earthquake out of nowhere? So, yeah, the best play is just Judgment. Even though if he is going to be Calm Mind, that could be a little bit annoying, especially if he's max speed. Maybe that would have been a play, but he would have to not take any damage as well, since my Groudon is max speed, and a Blades, just a little bit of chip on Kyogre can one-shot it. Since Groudon, I mean, Kyogre has really not the best defense, really great special defense, but especially Noobers here was what I mean. And Groudon has a massive attack stat, so Blades will just like blow it back. So down my Arceus-Fairy goes to be expected by Kyogre, and then I get the Blades, and at least I did not miss that, and I get a crit too, which didn't matter. So that is going to be a GG to Jason. So pretty fun battle right there, very close, and a little bit of hacksy, but hey, what's a Pokemon battle without a little bit of hacks, eh? You know what I'm saying? So, next up we got Omar. I'm using a different team because why not? Another Arceus-Fairy on my team though. It's Calm Mind this time. And 2 Life Orb users, Marshadow and Rayquaza. We got Magearna for Xerneas, and luckily Omar has a Xerneas, so we're going to keep that Magearna for the Xerneas. And then we got Zygarde and a Primal Groudon. What can you do in UBERS battle without 2 ground types, right? So I'm going to lead off with my Primal Groudon over here as he leads off with his Primal Groudon. I would assume at least it's Primal Groudon. I mean, shiny. Usually everybody runs a shiny Primal Groudon, I would say. So my Groudon is just going to be a pretty bulky one. Stealth Rock, Precipice Blades, Overheat, and Toxic. And my Zygarde is going to be Dragon Tail, 1000-Year-Old Rest, and Sleep Talk. So he is probably going to be faster than me since I'm running like no speed at all on my Groudon. And Blades will hurt a lot, so he does go for the Blades right there. And luckily I do live that since I am running a lot of defense. I'm like a mix of defense and special defense on my Groudon. And I get my rocks up, but if he wants to knock out my Groudon, he can, and he does decide to do that. So down goes my Groudon. I could have went to Zygarde right there, but since my Groudon got weakened, I was like, eh, whatever. It is kind of foolish though to let your Groudon get sacked first few turns of the game, especially just to get Stealth Rocks up, because maybe he just defogs them away later if he wants to, if he has it with his Xerneas. So now I'm going to Rayquaza. I just go for a Dragon Ascent, do some massive damage, and it turns out he's Hidden Power Ice and one-shots me. So I'm like, ow, that hurts. Hey, at least I got that nice damage up. So now I bring my Arceus-Fairy, and my Arceus-Fairy, I'm just going to start Calm Minding up. And at this point of the game, I was just like, alright, let's just see what Arceus-Fairy can do. With rocks up, maybe I can just start setting up, because it turned out to be he was a mixed attacking Primal Groudon and no Swords Dance. So that is a clean way to just start setting up. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start Calm Minding up and just hope for a Blades Miss. That's like the play. And I'll come out the winner, unless he literally never misses a Blades, but that's never going to happen. So that's why I keep just Calm Minding up over here. So yeah, Arceus-Fairy will Calm Mind. Any Arceus will Calm Mind is always dangerous. Like, really, you just gotta build your team around a well-rounded Arceus. Sometimes Arceus Dark will Calm Mind is really good. Arceus Ground is really good, but I like Swords Dance Arceus Ground a little bit better since it really just boosts up faster and it's a little bit better with Earthquake and Stone Edge, maybe Ground EMZ or Rock EMZ. But actually, you can't run Arceus Ground Rock EMZ. It turns to a Rock type. So even Arceus normal, maybe with Chopper Berry, could be really good with Swords Dance. So finally he misses the Blaze right there, and I get a nice Calm Mind again. I want to get as much Calm Minds as I can, just because I maybe want to one-shot that Genesect, hopefully, since I need a little bit of Calm Minds to knock it out with Earth Power. Since even though the Genesect might just be Choice Scarf, I might have to switch out on an Iron Head, but maybe if I'm healthy enough, I can live an Iron Head. Since Arceus-Fairy can live one Iron Head from a Genesect, even though it is super effective. So I'm just going to keep recovering until he misses. He actually goes for Stealth Rock right there, so that's really nice. I get maybe another Calm Mind up, or maybe I just want to knock him out, but I'm just going to go for another Calm Mind right there. So just free setup, and if he wants to miss, he misses, or maybe he wants to go for over here, something like that. If I was him, maybe I would have switched out by now, because this is not a winning battle for him. So I guess finally he switches out right there. I guess learning that it's not going to be a winning battle for him. I'm just getting a bunch of Calm Minds, and he's just going to start missing or lose PP. Even though I am losing a lot of recover PP, still, it's just better in my Arceus-Fairy, because I could get more Calm Minds later on. So now in comes Yveltal, and Yveltal's an interesting switch, because it turns out he's Steel Wing, and you don't see that ever on Yveltal, but I guess it kind of makes sense because Diancie and Yveltal can't really touch Diancie, and I guess you just want to one-shot a Diancie, and that turns out to be a Scarf Yveltal, so I mean, that's a pretty cool tech, I guess. They could catch a Diancie. I didn't expect that though, but hey, I mean, that's pretty cool. I wonder if that even one-shots a Diancie. Probably one-shots Mega Diancie for sure. So, yeah, Mega Diancie is used sometimes in UBERS too. That's pretty cool though. And I guess it's a little bit chip on Fairy types, but not too much. Like, maybe it could do something to Xerneas, but it did nothing to my Arceus-Fairy, so. In comes the Mega Mewtwo. I live that Side Strike, and then I one-shot him with that Judgment, which is very, very nice. Arceus-Fairy blowing these guys back. In comes Genesect, and Genesect gets that download, which is going to be Attack Rose, and since it's shiny, it turns out to be Extreme Speed, but I live, and then I Earth Power, so I probably should have recovered right there. I was just going to sack Arceus-Fairy though, because I expected it to maybe be Choice Scarf and Iron Head, so I was like, okay, well, let's go on to Marshad over here. Maybe he's like Scarf Extreme Speed or something like that, or maybe even Bandit, I don't know, but I think Bandit would have knocked me out, so maybe he's not even Scarf. So I'll borrow a Marshad expecting the Extreme Speed, and in comes Xerneas as I just go for the Spectral Thief, as, I mean, if he's not Scarf, I'll speed him. If he is, he's locked in Extreme Speed, so that's why Marshad is really good play right there. And I was expecting this Xerneas to maybe be Choice Scarf, so I was like, alright, I don't want to lose my Marshad just yet, so I'm going to go into my Magearna, as Magearna is like all-around amazing switch into Xerneas, and I could Volt Switch or something like that on the Xerneas if he wants to switch out. So it actually goes for the Geomancy, which I did not expect. I was like, oh, so this is a Geomancy Xerneas, and you Geomancy'd up right in front of my Magearna. Big mistake, buddy, because Magearna is known for taking your boosty boost away in the UBERS tier. And I went for Volt Switch, expecting him to be Choice Scarf. Like, that's what I thought, he might just switch out, so that's why I did that. And I just sack Arceus-Fairy since it dies to rocks, so no point of keeping it anymore. And now I'm going to bring back my Magearna, as I can just take those boosts and probably reverse sweep him, maybe. He actually has Thunderbolt, which is kind of scary, because what if he got that 10% parry and then a full parry? That could have been bad, because then Magearna would have just got KO'd. But luckily that didn't happen. So, steal his boost with Heart Swap, and now I knock him out with the Flare Cannon. I don't want to Volt Switch, because then I just stole his boost and knock him out for no reason. I'd rather, maybe knock out another Pokemon, and plus I got a Soul Heart when I knock him out. So. It's going to be a little bit annoying to knock out Magearna when it has +2 special defense, +2 speed, and plus, well, I guess now it's only +1 special attack. So then comes Groudon. It should go down to a Flare Cannon. I mean, in the range it's at, it was offensive, I'm guessing, so I'm just going to go for the Flare Cannon and just knock it out, hopefully. I mean, Flare Cannon is still dang strong, so yeah. Down goes Groudon. It is resisted, but it should go down to a +1. So now I'm only -1 special attack. Since Flare Cannon always -2, and his Soul Heart +1, so basically it's always like a -1 after a Flare Cannon, when I knock out a Pokemon at least. So then comes the Kyogre, and probably Kyogre will easily live a Flare Cannon or Volt Switch, but I might as well get some damage up and put it in range of Marshadow hit, like a close combat or a Spectral Thief. So that's what I'm just going to do, and plus maybe he misses, maybe I could take Origin Pulses for days, and maybe I can even, well, I don't even know if I want to Heart Swap that, because then he'll get a lot of special defense, but then maybe do that and then I Special Thief and steal his boost. That could be kind of cool. So he goes for Origin Pulse. I live that in the rain, which is insane, but hey, +2 special defense, max Spidef Magearna for you. So now I just go for the Pain Split, get a little bit more chip right there, and down goes my Magearna to the Origin Pulse. So that's fine. Now my Marshadow can come in and just like annihilate this Kyogre. And yeah, Marshadow looks like to be able to clean up the game. his last Pokemon is going to be Genesect, and I could Shadow Sneak though, since it does live on a little sliver after Stealth Rockets, but that's fine. So luckily Genesect doesn't learn any, I guess, priority move like Bullet Punch. I don't know, does it? I mean, it doesn't matter. Marshadow will live it, so maybe after a download or if it's banded, it could maybe knock me out. But I have Shadow Sneak and I'm faster, so goodbye. And that's gonna be a GG to Omar. So yeah, pretty I guess cool game because Arceus-Fairy did some nice Calm Minds wars and break through something. But I would have switched out to maybe Genesect earlier on or something like that, try and like scare me out, even though I maybe want to just go for an Earth Power or something like that. But I probably should have just recovered on a Genesect and see what I'd done. But I expected it just to knock me out, to be honest, after the attack boost. So next up, yeah, also sometimes Genesect might not even run Iron Head. A lot of times they like to just run U-Turn, maybe Ice Beam, Explosion, and something else. Flamethrower, I don't know. Genesect has an insane move pool. Maybe even Technoblast. So who knows? He could have been even Flash Cannon too, which is not going to do anything with all those special defense boosts against my Arceus-Fairy. So next up we got Kirbs over here, and this one's going to be a quick one if you want to watch it. It's going to be a little sweep. Well, can you guess which Pokemon it's going to be swept with? Or my Pokemon I'm going to sweep with? I don't know. Or is he going to sweep with one of his Pokemon? Leave it down in the comments. So, in comes the Primal Groudon as he leads off with Arceus Ghost. Now, at first I thought this was Arceus Poison because I didn't check. I was like, yeah, that's Arceus Poison. I guess because of the Desolate Land, it makes it look more poisony or something like that. Like, without the Desolate Land, it looks more Ghost. But when Primal Groudon switches out, as he goes for a Swords Dance, it turns out more darker, and it's Arceus Ghost. But you guys will see, I kind of misplayed against this thing. So he Swords Dances up again as I go for the Overheat. It does the massive damage, but if he has Recover, it really does not matter. So now I'm going to switch out over here, expecting him to maybe want to go for a Recover, as maybe even want to go for like an Earth Power with the Arceus Poison. That's what I was thinking. But I brought in Rayquaza as he Shadow Claws me, and +4, I live that, which is kind of weird. But I go for Extreme Speed, and I was like, oh, this is Arceus Ghost. And then I get knocked out. I thought it was Arceus Poison with Shadow Claw. And I thought that's why I lived. But I was like, no, it's not. So now I bring in Marshadow and just a Special Thief. And yeah, you already know what's about to go down on Marshadow when you steal some boosts. You should have switched out. I don't know why he stayed in. I mean, to be fair, this is an old battle, to be honest. I just wanted to throw that in there as a last game because it was just like, oh, I have this. I never uploaded it. Okay, well, let's upload it now. So, Marshadow. Hopefully I win the speed tie. I do. Down it goes to Shadow Sneak. And everything else is going to get one-shot by Marshadow. Marshadow +4 attack. There's not much that wants to take a +4 attack from Marshadow at all, especially when it's Life Orb. That is some power. So then comes Mew. That thing is just going to get one-shotted by Special Thief. And Metagross, I think, is going to come out next, and that thing is just going to get one-shotted by Special Thief. I mean, he can't Bullet Punch me, which I think he does. But it's not going to be enough to knock out the Marshadow. So yeah, Life Orb Rayquaza is pretty good with Marshadow Life Orb. It really just busts through teams. We got Draco Meteor on the Rayquaza as well. I think we're running Naive Nature on the Rayquaza, minus Special Defense on this bad boy. Yeah, we are. So that's pretty cool. Also, his team is made by Aldirt, so shout out to him. And yeah, I need to get more games with the Dialga team, the Choice Specs Mons one that I had the first battle with in this video. That team is pretty nice because I want to use more Dialga. And Choice Specs just hits so dang hard. And has a pretty good move pool. Power Gem is nice for the Ho-Oh, by the way. If you're wondering why we have Power Gem on Dialga. So yeah, Shaman, you don't see that ever in UBERS, but I mean, maybe he tried to get Shaman Sky. I think that's what he was doing. And then it's like reverted back to Shaman, to be honest. So that he kind of messed up right there. Then in comes Primal Kyogre, and that thing is going to get one-shotted. So Marshadow just sweeping teams like it usually does in UBERS. You know the drill. So that's going to be a GG to Kirbs. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. And comment question of the day is, what is your favorite Arceus to go for Calm Minds with? We got a lot of Calm Minders. I've seen like pretty much every single Arceus go for Calm Mind. What's your favorite Arceus with Calm Mind? Because there's a lot of different Arceus sets in the dang Pokemon world. We got Swords Dance, Bulky, everything you can imagine. So leave it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.